Hi, guys. I am here to talk to you about what it's like to date a Taurus. Taurus the hedonist. I'm sure if you've researched it, you've probably already read that, heard that. So, what does that mean? Um, Tauruses can be quite sensual, and there's kind of like two types of Tauruses. There's, well, and I would argue that like every sign has, like a higher functioning energy and a lower functioning energy and all in between and everything. With a Taurus, in their highest functioning form, they are like extremely sensual. They're so giving. They're very romantic and they are kind of like a Prince Charming, I guess you could say. They say all the right things. They take you to all the right places. Um, the biggest tip off, I would say, with a Taurus is if you get the feeling that he's like, because Tauruses do that, like that's how they are, right? Like they're very romantic. So they can easily sweep you off your feet. Um, if you get the sense that he's kind of like going through the motions and he's taking you to a really nice place, but it's not like a place that you would love, that would be like my warning sign. Or it's kind of hard to explain, but if you feel like he's hedonistic in a bad way, like he will, like if you go out for dinner, let's say, and he'll like eat all the food and doesn't even offer you any and doesn't save you any of the cake or something like that, that means more than you would think for a Taurus man. So anyways, let's talk about the good stuff. So they're really caring. Like they're so caring. They're so dependable. If you ask a Taurus to do something for you, they will do it, and they'll do it with like compassion, and they'll do such a good job. I really, when I think of the Taurus, I think of their love language as being acts of service. If you guys have heard of the 5 love languages, they yeah, like they're great. They tend to be quite masculine men. Like even if they don't look super masculine or they don't throw that out there, usually below the surface, they are more masculine, or whether they realize it or not, they prefer to be in a more masculine role on the outside. But they also are homebodies, and they like simple pleasures, simple but good pleasures. They like the finer things in life. They love beautiful women. I would argue that all men and all people love beautiful things. Taurus like tend to like more voluptuous women and people that have like really striking features. The Taurus rules the throat. So a lot of Tauruses, like they say that that's the Taurus erogenous zone, and that they have quite nice voices, or that they're attracted to people with nice voices. I once knew a Taurus guy that was super into any girl that said that she could sing. He was just all over, right? And I'm not saying it's like that for every Taurus. I'm just giving an example. They can go either way. Some Taurus men like women that are dressed to the nines and have the nicest clothing and the brand name everything. And then you have your other like really down to earth Taurus men that like the more natural kind of like goddessy look. And it really just depends. But you'll know, I mean, like whatever circle they're in, right? Some of them are super active, some of them are not. That kind of can go either way. The biggest thing with Taurus is that they are so stubborn. Um, like they'll break up with you just to be stubborn, but then they will never get over it. Like they really are very, very secretly emotional beings. So you might think that he's not like talking to you or into you because of a reason that you're probably like totally off about, and he could just be offended about something that you said. They also, Tauruses really play like a lot of games. Like an Aries guy won't really care. Like if an Aries asks you a question, whatever answer, he's not like trying to trick you into anything. Like he's just genuinely asking you, as it is with like most fire signs, right? Whereas with a Taurus, they'll ask you a question, but they're kind of tricking you. Like they will ask you something to make sure that you're in alignment with what they want, but they make it seem like they don't really care, and they like to know that they can like fully own you, right? And I don't know how that's gonna sound, but like, hey, don't don't shoot the messenger, you guys. I'm just letting you know. I mean, on the flip side, they're really good with animals. They're so tidy, and they're just such gentlemen. When you find a really good Taurus, you've really found a good guy, in my opinion. You just got to look at, like I always say, you got to look at the whole chart and just make sure that they are not going through the motions with you, right? Like that they really are super into you. And how do you know? If a Taurus opens up to you, it means a lot. It means a lot. It means because, like I said, they're secretly emotional beings. They don't really let on that they're emotional. They don't let on that they hold on to grudges and things like that. They just act like, oh, like I just cut that person out, for example, when really they are very emotional creatures, very like sentimental and things like that. So if a Taurus like lets you in emotionally, that's how you know that they actually do really care about you. And when they do, they really like to fight for the relationship. Like they really like to work on things. And the idea of starting over with a new person is not for them. So if you're like a steady person, more of a homebody, if you love food, or if you love to cook, like I've never met a Taurus that does not love great food. I mean, everybody loves good food, I think, but they just like, for them, it's like an out of body experience. If you're with a Taurus and you're not indulging in the 5 or 6 senses as much as you can, like what I mean by that is the gift of the Taurus is if you're going to eat something, you wouldn't, to eat it would be wasteful. You want to eat it and taste it and smell it and experience the moment of eating that thing and feel the warmth in your body. And it's an experience. And so the Taurus that you meet might not actually be like that, but they enjoy that, right? Like everybody's at different stages of their life, but they enjoy that. They enjoy going to restaurants where it's comfortable and the food is good and the music is good. They like to hit it from every angle, Anyways, Tauruses can be great guys. If you like someone who is committed and devoted, I mean, like it can go either way, but that's anybody, and likes to work on a relationship and is usually pretty masculine, then a Taurus guy is for you. What is your experience with Tauruses? This one was a bit hard for me because the Tauruses that I've met have been very similar but very different at the same time. I don't know. Like it's there was definitely some similarities. Like they were all very stubborn and stuff like that. I should just stop talking now. But it's a bit of a hard one because it all signs are different depending on where they are, but Taurus is one of those ones where depending on how much self-improvement stuff they've done, it can really go either way. They're either like the most amazing men in the world or they're like selfish assholes. I'm very sorry, but you know, it is what it is. I really hope that this helped. Please let me know what your experience is with this. And I hope this really helps you guys. I hope it does. If you have questions, let me know because I don't really know what angle to hit, I guess, and it really helps me. Okay, have a great night, guys, or day, or whatever it is for you. Lots of love always, and have fun with your Taurus. Bye.